Okay, when sketching the graph of a linear inequality, remember what we've talked about with inequalities. Shading is key. You need to remember shading. And when it's a linear inequality, you're not going to worry so much about interval notation, but what you do need to pay attention to is there going to be a dashed line or a solid line? And this is how you know. If the inequality is a greater than or less than symbol with no equal sign underneath, it will be a dashed line and a hollow dot. When it's the inequality symbols look like this, you'll use a solid line and a solid dot. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at, the inequality sign. It is solid line, and solid dot. And then you're going to graph it like you would an equation. So we start at -1 on the y-axis, and it's solid because of the solid line. And then we're going to go up to 1, 2 over 3. And then we're going to go down 1, 2, back 3, down 2, back 3. I think we can go up 2 over 3. Okay, then once you do that and you draw the line, oops, and yes, I realize I have a pre-drawn one over there, but I want you to just focus on this right now. Then you have to worry about the shading piece, because when you have inequalities, the essential part of inequalities is that you at least have this much, and you have no more than this much. So there's more than just one solution. There's a whole variety of possibilities. And so that's where the shading comes in. And some teachers teach it that when you've got an inequality, linear inequality, pick either side of the line and pick a point. So a lot of teachers pick 0, 0 and plug that into the equation to see if it makes the statement true. So if we chose that point right there and we put 0 in for y and 0 in for x, we would have 0 is greater than or equal to -1. If that's true, if this point right here makes that statement true, then everywhere above that line would make it true. All right. What I want to show you is another method that I think is a little bit easier. Notice we have y is greater than or equal. Oh, well, that was kind of, I might erase that point. The line, I mean. So when we have this line that we've drawn right here, the inequality says y is greater. So what I'm going to focus on right here on the y-axis, where do the values get bigger than y right there on the y-axis? So if this is -1, well, these numbers up here are bigger than -1, and so you do all of that shading. So that is one method that I like to teach students. And so we're going to do this right here, and that would be the solution. If the answer would it would have been less than or equal to, you'd simply put your your pencil right here, and where would the y values get smaller? Well, down here. So anyway, that's it for this one.